Hi, yes, so happy December 31st. It is the final day of the year. Although we should all know that, really speaking, the astrological year doesn't end until the end of, the beginning of Aries season is the beginning of the new year, Chinese New Year. And so that's when, astrologically speaking, this year will have come to a close. But nevertheless, it is what we call in Barbados Old Year's Night, or what we call here in North America New Year's Eve. So there is a lot of energy just generally in the atmosphere about new beginnings, closure, letting go of what no longer suits. And I've been reading a lot about the difference between first of all, just shout out really seriously this year to all my mamas, all my single parents, all the single dads, all the conjurers, the ministers, the preachers, the root workers, the brujas, the hoodoos, the Bible readers, the faithful, the practicing, the alive, because without you I wouldn't have made it through this year. And hopefully likewise, hopefully I'm also inspiring you on your spiritual journey, your journey of growth, whatever the case may be. And so I just wanted to take a moment to really say thank you. And then also thank you to all the workers of the world, and specifically of America. I know it has been a brutal year. But if you're watching this, it means we made it through. And I've just, this is the time of year when so many people talk about like the resolutions. What are we going to do? What are we not going to do? And it can add a kind of stress to a nervous system that might already be stressed out. And according to various healing holistic systems, this time of year is actually the time of year that it's most important that you get the rest that you need to give yourself really the energy for moving into the new year. This is the time of rest, quiet, and stillness, not loud banging explosions and making lots of plans. But it does seem a little contradictory, right? Because it is Capricorn season. Capricorn is the sign that is ruled by the planet Saturn, which is all about that discipline, that focus, that drive, that determination, and that hard work. So it does make sense that being goal-oriented at this season could have some kind of long-lasting beneficial results. So it's really about finding your balance and finding the way to celebrate this time of year while also making sure that you don't burn yourself out trying to keep up with something that doesn't really suit you or compare yourself to anyone else, and making sure that you're getting enough rest and that you're really giving yourself props for getting through another year. The year of the snake is no easy thing, The year of the dragon into the year of the snake is a really powerful transition. And now moving that into the year of the horse, it's going to be this really potent time where we've had like the shedding, the work that we've done, the transformation process. And now we move forward in this way where things probably pick up pretty rapidly. And if you know anything about Chinese zodiac, this is every 12 years. There's a 12-year cycle with all of those signs. So if you can think back to kind of like 2014 into 2015, the last year of the snake into the last year of the horse, if you're old enough to have that ability, then you can think about what were some of the big themes for you during that time. What were some of the real lessons you learned in 2014 about yourself? How was your relationship set up? How were your relationships situated? How were you looking career-wise? How was your finances sector? How were things in your home life? How were things with your spirituality, with your emotional health, with your physical health? And so you can kind of see where the growth has happened and where the patterns show up that you need to still work through, or where the lessons that you have already completed are showing up, just to kind of remind you how far you've come. It's like a reward. So all that to say, whatever you're doing for these next 72 hours, we also have a full moon this week. So yeah, make sure that you're taking the time to really give yourself some space, yourself the time and space to honor what you've been through this year and maybe also in 2014, and to just show up for yourself in gratitude and do your best not to do that compare and despair thing, because it doesn't help anyone when you compare yourself to another person's life, because you have no idea how they got to where they are and they have no idea what you're going through. So just give yourself some credit and remember that you're part of a community here on planet Earth and in the Milky Way and the larger galaxy and the multiverse of just like limitless beings who like probably are all like, you know, doing their best. So that was kind of the main message that I wanted to just jump on and say this morning here, and just really say, like, you know, streamers, woo, like, congratulations on seeing it through this year. You know, it's been pretty much a shit show, and find gratitude for the beauty of the things in this year and give thanks that you've gone through it. I did write a piece about Snake Year if you want to see it. It's on Substack and on the blog. The blog link is everywhere, literally wherever you're watching this, somewhere close by is the link. That for people who like reading is a modality that's helpful for them, I feel like that could be probably a pretty good article or piece for you to work with. That being said, thank you so much for being here on planet Earth at the same time I am. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to share atmosphere with you. Now, I am going to be pulling a few cards, and I will, God willing, and the creek don't rise, be back on later live to do some pulls. And I do have 4 open spaces for personal readings this next few days, the rest of this week. So if you're interested in a personal reading, hit me up on the link, which is everywhere again, and those readings are $65. So happy Old Year's Day, and stay tuned if you want to see the message. Otherwise, love you, stay strong, and thrive. See you soon. Okay, so what exactly is it, good spirits, that the people need to hear right now as we celebrate this final day of 2025? I saw that. The Two of Wands. There's something here about what has the transformations that have happened this year that you've gone through are helping you career-wise in the manner such that you are going to be seeing your finances balance out, because it's almost like this year cleared the way. There's like that saying that some people say, like, some things broke my heart but like shifted my vision. There's something here where 2025 did that for you, but also 2024, the year of the dragon. I can't really talk about the year of the snake without talking about the year of the dragon. It just seems like, you know, they really go together here. The lessons from 2024 into 2025 really helped clear the way, and it's kind of like now there's been a change in your vision that allows you to see things more forward, see things clearly. So there's something here that's definitely changing for the positive in regards to your business, your finances, your career. For some of you, your studies. For some of you, this is a graduation of some sort. But it's literally giving, like, what did Tony say? Like, the world is yours, you know? It's like, yeah. Next card. The Hierophant. So it's interesting because I was also saying some of you could be, you know, receiving some kind of a graduation or something where in the manner that in terms of your career and maybe your studies, you're getting some kind of clearer vision here. For some of you, the lessons that have taken place in 2025 and also for some of you in 2024 have led to some kind of different level of understanding, and for some of you, you've reached some kind of new level of awareness and authenticity within yourself. So congratulate yourself. For some of you, there is some kind of query with the court system. You could have some kind of open court case, or you could be studying something about court systems or working with a lawyer or somehow involved with the law in some kind of manner. This could be a theme of something that's closing or coming up for you in this final day of 2025. Interesting. There's something here where it is important for you to express yourself, to create yourself, to remember your dreams. And for some of you, maybe some artistic endeavors could really help you. Some of you might be very good at creating with your hand, painting or drawing specifically. And when you do this, it's like something about your dream. You remember something about your dream. You remember something certainly about your dreams, but maybe your dream at large. So there's something here that's like when you do your artwork, you can enter into a kind of flow state that allows you to differently aspect parts of yourself that are very important to you and to the community at large. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, some of you, specifically painting, it's like some of you, and I don't feel like this is something that you've been doing recently, but it's like if you can do that more, and this is a very specific message for someone, but painting is very relevant. So if you can do more painting, it's also gonna be like very important for you. I'm also like a Caribbean person, and hearing that kind of wordplay about like it's just a painting, like sometimes if you can like take your art, yeah, okay, confirmation, if you can just take your work and share it through your artistry, it's like there's a kind of transmutation that happens whereby your energy can give you a different kind of empowerment. You know what this is reminding me of? This is kind of like Vincent van Gogh painting all these paintings and dying penniless and leaving all the paintings to his brother, who also couldn't do anything with it, and then his brother's wife, you know, sharing each letter that Van Gogh painstakingly wrote about every single one of his artworks, and the story behind those paintings changed people's lives and just catapulted him into the sphere of just everyone just being so enamored by his work. But during his life, him not having that success that he imagined or that visibility. For some of you, it's like you have that kind of ancestral hiccup in your lineage where it's like you have greatness within you, and you need to be like a little bit more bolder with like putting your work forward, because this is an era where we have like different ways of showcasing ourselves, and this message is a little bit like hard ass. Like some of your ancestors are like, no, like we're done with those cycles. Some of you maybe just need to like check out different it's funny because some of those painters who are like very like pop culture-y, people can kind of laugh and say that's not high art, but I'm hearing for some of you there's something that's going to be specifically inspiring or motivational about looking at the work of those of like Van Gogh and Monet and like those very well-known painters. There's like a message in there for you, or like a gift, so please look into that. And there's something here about where your guides really want you to know that like your idea of like being humble or having to like work hard for something is not it. It's really just like not it, and your guides are done, and they're really showing that moving into the year of the horse, that's scrapped. So you need to be prepared, because you're about to be catapulted onto like a world stage. That's why that Tony quote came up, the world is yours. Some of you are going to be catapulted onto a world stage. At the bottom of the deck here, I split the deck actually, and what I found at the split and at the bottom was the 10 of Wands here, which is showing that like one thing that's really gonna be transformational for you in the coming year. Yeah, and I'm feeling like a tightness in my chest as I say this. There's something here where you it's not simple for you to ask for help, and I'm seeing like that's not like something to like make light of, but there's something here where learning to like delegate is going to be majorly transformational for you, because it's like you're meant to have people working with and for you. It's kind of like when you think of like like Teen Vogue magazine, even if there's like one really amazing writer or one incredible photographer or one amazing editor, there's a whole team of people working together for every single like online issue that comes out. And there's something here where it's like you have incredible work ethic, sure, it's no question, and vision, but you need to delegate, and you're supposed to be like, you're going to be paying people to work with you, like you're going to have like assistants and stuff like that, and you're going to see things change. Also, furthermore, and for some of you who are like, that could never be me, it's something where like you're paying like a tutor or you're paying like nannies, but there's something here where things are going to be, when you start to delegate certain things in your life, you're going to like, please remember this moment, remember these words, and understand that certain cycles have indefinitely closed and you are on a new path. This is very important. This is very important. Because there's very beautiful things happening for you. Okay, whew, that's a lot. Okay, we're gonna start with these two and keep it pushing. Okay, we have the Devil and the Four of Wands. So there's something here where, because you are in this energy where you are sort of like at the brink of a major success in your life, some kind of long-term commitments coming to fruition for some of you, specifically in love, there are going to be past temptations, and for some of you specifically past relationships that are kind of like looming like a shadow over you. There are some of these past, and for some of you, how can I describe this? For some of you, it's not so much that these relationships are things that you're still physically connected to, but it's that there's energetic imprints of that all over your auric field. So for some of you, right as you try to move into this beautiful energy and this blessing, this proposal, this initiation, this signing of a contract of a new house, there's going to be a rise of things that wish to stop you, and you're going to want to sink into a self-doubt here. You're going to want to say, yep, it was definitely too good to be true, whatever. And this is your like little prophetic message, if you will, that like it's always darkest before the dawn, that like these things that are looming or arising are doing so because you have already undergone the experiences and the lessons, and you have the knowledge and awareness that you need to move through these things without engaging with them and without falling prey and succumbing to old temptations, as it were, to old addictions, to old relationship patterns, to old overwhelming feelings of self-doubt or misery. And so it's really important that you keep moving through at this time, whatever that looks like for you. Again, that's why the message was so clear up at the front here about not comparing yourself to other people, because your journey might look different from everyone else's. But it's very important at this time that you do not give up, because it's like all those memes you see where the person's like digging in a diamond mine and then they're like, and then like a centimeter away it was like diamonds or whatever. It's like your perspective is really important at this time. And with that being said, I do have several videos on my page with self-concept work, which is sort of in a way kind of like self-hypnosis. And it's very important that you congratulate and celebrate yourself and affirm yourself even before you see certain things incoming. It's kind of like I don't love this energy. There's like a fight going on, and for some of you, you're fighting a kind of depression or a grief, which a lot of people have, that kind of seasonal affective depression. But for some of you, this is the energy of people around you who don't want to see you succeed, who you're fighting with. And it's very important that you remember that, and that you keep in mind that anyone that wishes to drag you down is already below you. Not to put yourself in this position of being better than anyone ever, but just to be honest, this is the energy that you have. The energy of strength, the energy of courage, and the energy of leading from a heart-centered space, whereas you understand better than other people around you what is best for your life. So it's kind of like, give your fears over to faith and really believe that you are meant for your dreams, and that you wouldn't have that kind of destiny if it wasn't you wouldn't have that vision of a different destiny if it wasn't for you. At the bottom of the deck here, We have some really motivating inspiration here. And do you see all of this yellow? Do you see all of this reminder to be confident through the storm, to tap into the energy of the power of the sun, and to allow yourself to be seen differently, to allow confidence to flow through you? It's going to make a major difference in your year. And yeah, we have the Three of Wands, we have the Fool, and we have the Queen of Swords here. And so the Three of Wands, I love this progression, by the way, of seeing the Two of Wands and then the Three of Wands. There is an energy of not only taking that vision that you have now, but moving forward in a way where there's tangible actions for your success. It's funny how sometimes we read something and it just sticks in our cranium. There's something I read, or maybe I heard on a podcast, who can remember? I think it was a podcast now that I say it that way, but who said like, okay, this is like, you started your small business, look at you, you've done the work, and then all those little ships, you've just like sent out all your Amazon packages, and now you're just like waiting for your reviews to come in. And I like yes, like what a perfect way to look at it. The Three of Wands is really saying that like you have a different level of support and stability in terms of your career, your finances, your spirituality, and your motivation. So it's important that you keep going even when things appear slow, or even when you don't see something coming. To build off of that analogy, if you have like ordered an Amazon package, like you just close your computer or your phone and you walk away and you do something else because you know it's on its way to you. There's something here about having a certain knowing in those periods of lullness or stillness, that lull or that stillness is also a part of your new energetic boundaries. It is not something to fill with fear or anxiety or worry, which is why that kind of self-concept work and self-affirmation work is going to be extremely helpful for you. Now, with the Fool here, there's also this beautiful energy of having limitless new beginnings, of having an awareness that your energy can go in any direction. You have done the work to successfully build yourself, in a manner of speaking, a clean slate. What you want to do, where you want to go, you can do it. This is also a reminder to anyone struggling right now that you can actually always change your life at any point. As long as you're breathing, you can still make a change. And then the Queen of Wands, is the Queen of Swords, is here to really affirm that these energetic boundaries, that how you create and how you craft your life and what you speak about yourself not only matters, but makes a tangible difference. And furthermore, that if people want to see you as a major bitch, then that's fine. What did someone say? If people want to paint you as the villain, then pose. For real life. Boundaries are important. How you speak about yourself is important. Defending yourself is important. The power of the tongue is important. Your wit is important. Your intelligence is important. And if people want to label you as cruel and conniving and cunning, or however the case may be, okay, then let Cruella de Vil be your theme song. Shout out Florence and the Machine. 111 on the clock. Big purr. Do not allow what other people say about you to have such a major impact on you, especially as you're unfolding these new beginnings, to go from the Queen of Swords to the Knight of Swords. There is support incoming for you. There is energy incoming for you. I'm seeing that for a lot of for some of you, this energy is coming in the form of literally magic. For some of you, this is in the way that you're communicating about yourself, because it has changed so much, or is changing so much, because this is the sign of Gemini, of those mutables. And shout out to Sagittarius season, which just passed, but this is the energy of how you speak about yourself. When I speak, I create abracadabra. This is the energy of crafting a new life and having it be protected and defended. For some of you, there's a partnership in your life that's just like unstoppable, not easily defined, ready to go to war for you, and got the magic behind it. This is also an energy of having a very stabilizing energy coming in and moving forward for you. And again, with all that yellow, I love to see it. This is an energy of blessings and of protected blessings. You have very powerful guardians with you at this time, both physical and celestial, or ancestral, or all of the above. And it's important to honor that, name that, acknowledge that, and to never forget that. That being said, I think we are going to close out the readings here and just maybe pull a few oracle cards to lock in that energy and to lock in this transmission and channeling and message, and to just give thanks to all of, I believe we're real, our guardians who came before us. Give thanks to all of our ancestors who came before us. Give thanks to those who have tested us and tried us to, like iron sharpen iron, who have helped us on our path. Give thanks to the incoming love in our lives, or the love that is already present. And honor where we are and honor how far we have come. Thank you so much to all of your guides for coming through for this message, and thank you so much to all of you who are here watching this. It is my extreme pleasure to channel for you, to read for you. Yes. Now, what oracle should I pull from? Oh, you know what? I know what we're gonna do. Okay. So this is the Medicine Cards book. And it's funny because the cards are actually inside. So I'm just going to do some, what is it called? Bibliomancy. And just turn the page and open to a page, and whatever animal that is. And whatever animal shows up, I will read for us the message, and that will be one of the closing messages for us. And then I will pull another oracle card from another animal deck to just see how those messages support one another. So settle in. Right here. The weasel. Take a look at that. Weasel, weasel, weasel. Who's in the hen house now? If I were to ask you, you'd say it was the cow. The weasel, number 33, stealth. Weasel has an incredible amount of energy and ingenuity, yet it is a difficult power totem to have. It is not without significance that ermine or weasel pelt is worn by royalty. Weasel ears hear what is really being said. This is a great ability. Weasel eyes see beneath the surface of a situation to know the many ramifications of an event. This, too, is a rare gift. The chiefs sent Weasel to the enemy camp to smoke them for power. What are the medicines of the enemy? The chiefs asked Weasel upon its return. Weasel never failed to give an accurate account of the enemy's numbers, strengths, and weaknesses. It was Weasel who tearfully told the original people of the coming of the white boat people. These brothers have strange new medicines, said Weasel. They will tell us that to live the way we do is wrong. They will confuse us with their talking bark. They have stolen thunder from Skyfather and placed it in their weapons. They have no respect for the animal brothers and sisters, and they make their thunder speak to the animals and kill them. They will make the thunder speak to us also. Their numbers are too many to count, and these white brothers will steal everything from us but our spirits. The great dark shadow of the ravenous bird of death has fallen over the people. Weasel fur changes color with the season. Silent Weasel has many lessons to teach you. Weasel could confound Great Spirit, pick Great Spirit's pockets, and then leave Great Spirit contemplating the divine navel. If this is your personal medicine, your powers of observation are keen. You seem to be saying, leave me alone, and I will do the same for you. You might even look a bit guilty at times due to what you know from observing life. You may be a loner, hiding yourself away from others, or perhaps even a recluse. You are a powerful ally to have in any business organization, since you can see what the competition is doing. People may make a great mistake in sizing you up since they do not immediately see your powers. But the first time they try to outsmart you, they will soon learn that your intelligence is greater than their own. Look to Weasel power to tell you the hidden reasons behind anything. Some people are put off by Weasel medicine, talent, and abilities, but there are no bad medicines. We all have power, or we would not be here to heal Mother Earth. Perhaps if you have Weasel power, you could use your secret gifts for the good of all. Observe who or what needs attention or a solution, and offer your assistance in your own quiet or discreet way. This message also just came to me when I was reading. Do y'all remember, if you're like a GOT person, like if you watched Game of Thrones 100 million times, like some of us, me, in the early seasons when Robb Stark is crowned King of the North and he decides to go to war, and they catch that Lannister spy, and they're like, yeah, we have like 8,000 soldiers or 1,200 soldiers, whatever, and they're all marching towards you. And then Tyrion sends his people in, and there was only like 400 people or whatever, because the rest of the people went around so that they could. That energy came up so strongly during this reading. There's some kind of energy that was like a twofold message though, because like while Robb Stark's doing that allowed his men to get to where they needed to go to further like rescue his sisters and his father and all that kind of stuff, it also cost him like the lives of like 400 of his men. Like every single man who went out there pretty much died. There is a very strong message here from some of your warrior ancestors, and we all have ancestors who are warriors. I don't care what your ethnicity, lineage, where you're from, where you're watching this, it doesn't matter. There is a very strong message coming through from some of your warrior ancestors that's kind of like, we've already sacrificed ourselves. You don't need to sacrifice yourself. And whatever you learn is for you. So it's like, for some of you, it's going to be important to keep certain things quiet during this time. That is to say, to move with the gift and power of the weasel, to allow stealth to be your ally. Okay, that was very important for someone. Cheers. Shout out to our ancestors. We love to see it. And another animal card for the people right here. Beaver. We're gonna read it. I like reading to y'all sometimes. I will not lie. Okay, so beaver is in the water element of the book, and again with the 111. The angel message for this message is 111. The angel numbers. Beaver. Hard worker, loyal, tireless, family first. The beaver personality is a welcomed sight. These good-natured and dependable creatures have infinite love and enthusiasm for family and express it by way of the earth element, providing a home, financial stability. Although a beaver doesn't usually initiate a project, once started, they'll work steadily for weeks, months, or years to see it through. The beaver card appears when the task at hand requires your long-term steady effort. It can also signify that it's time for some karma yoga, selfless service. When in balance, happy, meaningful work. When out of balance, feels useless, worn out. To bring into balance, physical labor and selfless service. Take that as you will. Okay, y'all. Thank you so much for opening up your heart to receive this reading and message. I am very happy to have been able to channel and share for you today. Again, if you are interested in a personal reading this week, I do have spaces available, and you are welcome to like and subscribe if this message had any resonance or meaning for you. You can find me all of the social media places, really. If you look hard enough, I'm there. And you are welcome to sign up for the newsletter, where I sometimes post content as well. I also have a Patreon where I share a little bit more exclusive works about spiritual cleansing and things of that nature. So talk to you again soon. Happy New Year's Eve / Old Year's Day. Wishing you lots of love, hoping that you find lots of peace, prosperity, blessings, guidance, wellness, and protection as we move into the new year here, and hoping to see you on the other side. Okay. Bye-bye.